Another one of those young politicians making a big difference in Harrisburg. Very grateful for what he did during the recent Republican convention. There's a lot of stuff to get to. So let's welcome State Representative Josh Kail back to KDK Radio. And if you go to kdkradio.com and click on KDK Watch, you can see this interview streamed live. Josh, great to have you back. Good evening.
Thank you for having me, Rob. I appreciate it. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. And listen, even though I've been talking about Kamala Harris and igniting the Democratic Party, and I'm a Democrat, I still have not decided what I will do with my vote. And it does come down to manufacturing. And I got to tell you, even though I'm supporting Josh Shapiro for the VP nod, after what I read today about him not supporting that U.S. Steel deal, I'm wavering a little bit. Why in the world would he not want that to get done? I mean, let's face it. Why would she not be out talking about that? And it gets back to what I've said. If she doesn't find a way to talk to the manufacturing base, young and old alike, in Pennsylvania, why would we want her or the governor as the 1-2 in our country? Good evening.
Yeah, Rob, let me answer that on a couple of fronts. Number one, the reason why Josh Shapiro has come out against the U.S. Steel deal is because it's politically expedient. It's from a 50,000-foot view. It looks like something that may be a concern for people because it's a foreign entity buying U.S. Steel. Now, it's an ally buying them, and it's also, more importantly, keeping the jobs here, and it provides opportunity for more jobs at that facility. So it could very well turn into a good thing, especially with what is there now and what could be the alternative, which is that plant shutting down. So there's that. And if manufacturing is your concern, Kamala Harris, regardless of who her vice president is, because the vice president is never the one calling the shots, it's always the president, Kamala Harris is not the person that you want to support. And I'll tell you why. Because Kamala Harris has come out expressly against the natural gas extraction industry. She has said she wants to ban fracking. Now, her campaign has said recently that she flip-flopped on that issue. And she has not come out and said that. She has not come out and said what changed in the last 4 years since she said that. Has her opinion actually changed? What is her energy policy going to do? I can only take her for her word. And what she said was, I'm going to ban fracking, which is natural gas extraction. Now, why does that matter for manufacturing in this region? Because the number 2 cost in manufacturing, sometimes the number 1 cost, but usually the number 2 cost in manufacturing is energy. And if you don't have an affordable source of energy, you will not have a rebirth of manufacturing in this region. That's where manufacturing flows. Investment comes to places where there is affordable, reliable, and abundant sources of energy. We have that here with our natural gas. We also have that here with our coal assets, but I can't imagine that Kamala Harris is in favor of coal if she's not even in favor of clean natural gas. So she is not somebody that's going to advocate for reindustrializing Western Pennsylvania, because she does not have an energy policy that's grounded in reality. She has embraced the doctrine of rainbows and unicorns as it relates to energy policy, the California doctrine of pay more and get less, end up with a less reliable grid, deal with blackouts. And we're seeing the fruit of it in California, and we're seeing the fruit of it in places like Germany that had to plow down their windmills and reopen their coal mines because their Green New Deal that started in 2002 utterly failed, completely failed, made them completely dependent on Russia, and now they are actually mining coal again to get electricity. Democrats' energy policy is nuts. We need an energy policy that's grounded in reality, and President Trump does, in fact, have that energy policy that will benefit Western Pennsylvania.